Alright, so what this video is about is the cassette player for not only TRS-80 Tandy computers, Radio Shack computers, but also there were a lot of other computers that use this 5-pin connector. I think the MSX computers use them, and a variety of others. So what do? Use a ordinary cassette player? That's not too much of a good option, because you got to rely on 30-year-old cassette tapes, which break, do all that stuff. You can get like a modern day replacement, like an Arduino player. Some of them can record, but there's a cheaper way to do it, and that's using an Android phone or any smartphone. I prefer to use an Android phone because you can get these things cheap, and there's a very particular smartphone that I found works really well, and I'll get in that in just a second. So the ultimate solution would be to be able to just connect the connectors into the smartphone and be able to record and play without having to disconnect and reconnect, like disconnect the microphone to connect the speaker input. You know what I mean? Alright, you don't want to have to do that. So I thought, okay, I'll use this. Alright, this is a little Y connector. You know, you connect the playback and record connectors to that, and then you connect it to the phone. But that doesn't work. Why? I don't know. It's crazy. This does work. This is a crazy. Let me get a close up of this. It's pretty crazy. Okay, like I said, this, you would think this would work. It doesn't. Why? I don't know. The connector's good. It's you know, it's separated between the poles. You know, one pole goes to the left, the other pole goes to the right. It doesn't work. This does work. Why I do not know. But that's kind of a crazy, you know, way to do it. But if this doesn't work, this shouldn't work. But this does work, so I don't know. But this is highly inelegant. You know, it's not a, you know, it's not an optimal solution to the problem. Now this would be, you know, that's pretty simple. But this doesn't work for some reason. So I'm going to take this cable and just provide one connector, and one connector will be able to connect it to the Android smartphone and get it to work. Let me give you an example. Okay, so I take this crazy Frankenstein connector, connect it up on the phone. I already saved the program, but alright, let me turn this off. Turn it back on. watch this. C-load. Not a problem. Same thing about saving it. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in again. Okay, I'm going to delete this file. Maybe. There we go. Okay. I deleted it. Okay, now I'm going to type C-save. Say OK. Now I'm going to press record on this. Hit the return button. Okay, saved it. Converted it to a WAV file. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to here, turn the computer off, turn it back on, C-load, hit play on what I just recorded. Excellent, right? So without having to change the connectors, I was able to save and record directly to the smartphone. However, you know, this is a little bit too elaborate. You need something simpler, right? So that's the goal of this video, and that is to take this. I got this off eBay for like, I don't know, 15-20 bucks shipped. And I'm going to remove 2 of these connectors and just keep one, and make sure it's wired up correctly to the correct pins, so I can just bypass all this and just stick this in there, and voila, and it will work on a variety of systems. Okay, next clip. Alright, here we go. Let's see here. I get this connector off. Okay, so the green wire is sound in to the computer. And whoever built this cable did not preserve the they cut the wires pretty close. Alright, so actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this one. Get rid of these other 2 here. Okay. Now what I gotta do is connect there's a little red wire there, right there. I need to connect it to the other, to this red wire over here. Okay. A bit long. Some flux on that. A bit too much. I need some of that's going the other one too. Take some of this, put it on this wire. Maybe be able to make a connection with that. Don't know. Get some solder on there. This is going to be a little bit more tricky because, okay, tweezers, maybe. Might have worked. Don't know. Get it in there. Right. I heard it click. I mean, these connectors are awful finicky. Well, for me anyway. I heard it click. That's good. I get it started maybe. Alright. You know, I never can find my tweezers when I need them. There they are. Alright. Okay. Let's see if it works. Next clip. Alright, here we go. So I've got the cable that I made right here. Now I'm going to erase all previous programs. Just to start new, right? Or well, recordings. Alright, so all the recordings are gone. Now I'm going to switch over to the screen here. I'm going to reset the computer. We'll turn it off. Turn it back on. Now I'm going to type a program in. Let me see. 252 maybe. I don't know. Okay. Now, I'll save this. We'll go back to screen there, to the Android phone. Hit record, then hit enter on the computer. I saved it. Re-encoded it as a WAV file. Okay, now it's only one cable, right? To do save and record, one cable. I'm going to go back to the screen. I'm going to turn it off again. Turn it back on. Okay. See load. Enter. Now it's waiting, right? Hit play. See if I can switch back to the screen too when I do it. Well, alright. You've seen it. So, okay, load it back in. No problems. Alright. So, this one little cable you could save and load using an Android phone. I need to turn this meter off. Meter was on. Now here's one thing about it. The smartphones that I found that works really good for this are the, I can't pronounce the name there, these guys, Huawei or something. They're really good about recording. We'll play back and record. It's the way the headphone input is. It's set up for that. The name of this program. Well, let me go back here. The name of the app that I'm using. We'll zoom in here so you can see that. Is Advanced Audio Recorder, made by Pavon Kalen something up there. That's the app that I'm using, and it works. I tried like 10 different apps, and that's the app that worked the best. So, well, that's about it. It's a really cheap way to it's a really cheap way to save and load on your retro computer. And this cable will work on a variety of computers. The Model 100, 200, and some of the other computers that have the 5-pin DIN connector. So, well, that's all for this video. Talk to you guys later.